like you, Mom.
Because I'm black.
Oh, shit. That hurt me when it hurt you. Alright, yo, what it do, YouTube? We about to go into another verdict. Let me tell my peoples I'm live on YouTube.
Man, close. Then they just gave us a key. Not that long ago, but it's gone.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Then they just gave us a key. Not that long ago, but it's gone.
That's a heart.
Alright.
That's a heart.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
That's a heart.
Is that Sahar? Yes.
That was
You're so...
that's a heart.
I really hate this new update that fucking they did, bro. Like, it's so retarded, bro. I really hate this new update that fucking they did, bro. Like, it's so retarded, bro. Yeah.
Capatina.
Can you do my bikes? Hopefully this will work. Call me bitch.
Huh?
You say bitch.
What is it?
You just call me bitch.
What?
Mama's dead too. What the fuck?
Ah. No. Go on that website I was on. It has all movies.
Okay, my fault. We're about to get started right now, y'all. That's my apologies, man. Oh, we definitely finna get started right now.
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
I see the boss speaker.
I'm not.
The boss speaker.
Hey, Dad. Are you seeing the black speaker underneath the black speaker?
I did the microphone.
Alright, so let me get straight into it. What to do, chat? We got 4 people in here so far. Alright. We're building up. What to do, y'all, man? So, let's get it started. So, in my opinion, well, let's get it started. The prosecutor finished up today with OTF Jam on the stand, and it went okay somewhat for the prosecutors, really, but it wasn't really too much in their offense towards the ending when Brian Still took the stand on, or took the cross-examination, basically. But the prosecution finished up the investigation jam today, and the closing statements went along the lines of basically about the prosecutor asked Jam if he ever paid for a hit, or if Durk ever paid him for a hit, and his response was basically, no, my fault. The prosecutor asked Jam if he was ever paid for the hit, and basically Jam had basically said like, no, he was never paid for the hit. And then the prosecutor said, did you create a song with OTF, or with Lil Durk? And he said, yeah, like, or he created a song. And then the prosecution asked, was it after or before? And Jam sat up there and said it was after the murder of Lil Pab. So sorry y'all, give me 1 second. I need to put something else up so it won't just be like, you know, weird as my screen. So yeah, so he hit him with that, and then the prosecution asked him, okay, they said, have you ever created a song with Lil Durk before the hit? He said no. He said, were you paid for the song? He said yes. So basically what the prosecution is trying to say is that's the scheme basically for murder for hire, is basically getting brought into with songs, basically being a part of the label, basically is him basically hiring him for that. But I guess with like Durk, he's been already, I guess, around Durk, so it's kind of weird for them to really say that, in my opinion. But what is y'all thoughts on that so far, like with that just statement that I just gave y'all, or you know, y'all let me know what y'all think of that one so far.
So let me get straight to it. A part of the label basically is him basically hiring him for that. But I guess
so
with, like,
now that we jump into the next part, bro. The prosecutor showed the exhibit, then the prosecutor showed they showed the exhibit of the Loyal Bros, because once they had asked him like, did you create the song with them before or after the murder, and he said after the murder. So Loyal Bros by Lil Durk, Durk and Jam. I didn't even know they created a song, which is crazy. I listened to Loyal Bros. I just never knew they created a song, honestly. And if my Wi-Fi can stop tweaking. I don't want to get demonetized. Hopefully they don't demonetize me, so I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then I'm going to stop. Yeah, because I really don't want to get demonetized, bro. This was all... And by the way, I was in court, so don't think I wasn't in court. I was in court for surely today, man. Yeah, I don't... Let me see. So they got a song with Future. They got a song with THF Duty Low, or not Duty Low, THF Low Law, and that's not. Yeah, none of these really seem like they're Booney Mo, D-Ski, and Lil Zay Osama, Chief Wook, Duty Low, PGF Nook, TH Bezoo, D-Ski, Doodoo Low. Yeah, I don't see anything on here of Jam. OTF Chugs. Did they take it off? I'm confused. Yeah, they had to take it off, because I don't see. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't see any song up here with Jam in it, which is crazy. They said he had a song, so let's just look up Lil Durk's and Jam, maybe. I never knew they had a song together, which is the main part. It's not threats to everybody. I know that for a fact. I mean, maybe he mentioned this one right here, but this is the only, song I think of. Why is it not playing? Let me see. And if you know what that song is, you know what that song is, man. If you know what that song is, you know what the song is, bro. I kid you not. You just gotta be there for it. And I keep jamming with me. Go. Think about what you're saying. So why this not playing? And I got jam with me. Go. I got the land with me. What you said? This OTF though. I never knew this was OTF. Yeah, I never knew that was OTF though. That's insanely insane work. I never knew OTF was a sign. I knew they had a V-Roy shit, you feel me? This was for V-Roy, but yeah, there was a lot of shit that I didn't know. So let's hear some updates from my boy Trap Lord, because you know he be posting somewhat of the right statements. Sometimes he be posting some wrong stuff. So, but let's hear what he had to say of the court today. He dropped this 5 hours ago. Sheesh. Yeah, let's go to this. See what he had to say. Because what we ended court at 4:30.
There were two brothers who got into the same car accident, but only
could be around that area. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. Why it's loading so slow? I don't know what the fuck is going on. But
one of them got paid $90,000. The other received $4,000. And the difference between them comes down to a.
All right, so I'm here outside the courthouse. Not too many Free Durk fans out here. I don't know. Maybe they was sleeping in today. No Free Durk fans that I can see. But basically, there was a very crazy update.
Hey, I don't even know what time he shot this because I was for surely out there.
What ended up happening was basically OTF Jam was back on the stand for the whole first half of the day. Yeah. He ended up saying some pretty crazy comments, especially at the end. So I'm going to start at the end and work backwards. But they basically asked Jam, they said, why did you choose to cooperate? What was your motivation for this? Why did you turn on Lil Durk? And he basically said, I was mad at Lil Durk for putting me in that situation. And I'm still mad at him now. He said that Vonnie seemed like a goofy to me. I did something that I know I shouldn't have done, and the last time I did something with people that I didn't know, I did 12 years for it. I was doing this for Durk's selfish reasons. Maybe Cuz and Dee Dee had a reason to do it. I didn't have no relationship with Von. I basically didn't know a whole bunch of these people that were sent on the hit. He basically said, I feel like Durk sent me on selfish bullshit. He said, I can't forget all the support that Durk gave me, especially when I was locked up. I can never forget that. I still got love for him. But he says, look, I know how it looks now, but I still got for him. Blood was there for me. I can't forget that, and I feel bad for telling. But at the same time, I still love him, but I don't respect him. He said that he could be...
Yeah, man, when he said that in the court, y'all, Jam sat there and said that in the court. Oh, my gosh. Because, hold on. Because he said that in the court. Let me send my link, because I was supposed to be sending my link to people. That's my fault.
Said that in the court, y'all. Jam sat there and said that in the court. Oh my gosh, because he said that in the court. Let me send my link, because I was supposed to be sending my link to people. That's my fault.
Y'all. Yeah, he had sat there and said that in the court, bro. And when he said that to Durk, he looked Durk directly in his eyes, and like they both made eye contact, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like, well, they didn't make eye contact, but he looked over in Durk's direction, and Durk kind of looked over in his direction. So. It kind of got weird once he said that, because it was like a damn. It could convince a juror, like, okay, maybe it's set for that, but if I was a juror, he's not convincing me, bro. We know what you're capable of, and we know that you're a monster, bro, so.
Killed for his testimony for cooperating, and then he also kind of pointed out a couple of things that really just motivated him, that why in this occasion did he decide to tell. He explained there were multiple reasons. He said he felt like the hit was done sloppy, it was done with people who shouldn't have been there. Obviously he said that he thought Vonnie was a goofy, and he said there's a big difference between doing something to somebody that you don't like, but he said in this case he felt like Lil Pab ain't have nothing to do with it. He said he felt like an innocent man got killed, and it weighed heavily on him. He wanted to get it off his chest. He said he didn't think it was guaranteed that he would get caught, but he thought about it, he thought it was hot. He said, why do we go and do this in LA with all them rich people and actors around? He said that was a bad...
Hey, one thing I will say about OTF Jam, or EBK Jam, whatever the one y'all want to call him, is that did make sense. Why would you want to do it in Beverly Hills, where... Like, this is for rich white folks, bro. This is not meant for no fucking niggas to niggify, you feel me? You do some shit in Beverly Hills, you're guaranteed to get caught. Guaranteed. So I do understand. And by the way, I'm gonna let him, play out his little and then whatever he doesn't finish or he didn't say or mention, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna reiterate and I'm gonna mention it. So yeah.
Place to do a hit. So the prosecutors actually asked him, they said, look, you testified and you pled guilty for your role in the LA shooting as well as 2 other murders. you know, what are you hoping for from this? He said, well, I'm hoping for a reduction in my sentence, but he made it clear there's been no promises made. He's not getting out. I'm not going to lie to you. Jam having 3 bodies, he probably shouldn't be out here walking around straight after this. But he basically said he pled guilty with the 2 other murders, and, you know, he just basically wanted to get it all off his chest, and he said it was weighing heavily on me what happened to Lil Pab, and he saw an opportunity, and he took it. So it was some pretty crazy testimony, that last part when they kind of broke. You know, he said it straight out of his mouth. He said, I still got love for Durk and I can't forget what he did for me, but he put me in a bad situation with some goofies. It was selfish and I'm not rocking with it. So that was pretty crazy, but there was a whole lot of other crazy testimony that Jam put across, and I'm going to tell you all about it in different videos. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on everything, and yeah, it's going to be a crazy day. I think he's going to be up there all day, maybe even into tomorrow. So we just got some crazy new information about how it went down when Jam got arrested and decided to start cooperating with the FBI. So apparently he was arrested in 2023 for something completely unrelated. He was pulled.
Bro went down for a freaking gun and started flapping his big lips about a whole murder he did not have to put in there, and he did anyways, bro. Why would you sit up here and tell about another murder? And then the way you did it, bro, they said that he passed a sticky note saying like, yo, I know about a lot of murders. Like, bro, you're supposed to be one of the, he said he was I forgot what he said. Like, there's ranking in gangs, like, I guess there is. He said he's like a priest or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't understand the shit, but yeah, that shit made no sense. Bro really sat there and did what he did for that. Makes a lot of sense.
In a car that apparently had a gun in it while he was still on parole from that attempted murder case that he just got out after serving 12 years on. And he basically said that at that point he decided to talk to the FBI. He wanted to get it off of his chest. The Lil Pab murder was weighing on him. He felt like Pab was an innocent man and that he'd been sent on a dummy mission with some goofies by Durk for selfish reasons. And he said he saw an opportunity to get out of the situation.
And I'm going to let him finish. My fault for keep cutting it off. But when I tell you Brian still ate towards the ending, bro, I'm talking about Ezekiel Elliott. He ate that motherfucker up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I guess they had caught him on a lie on the stand. He wasn't supposed to lie. And since he was a credible witness and you're lying like that, that could, you know, kind of affect the term of basically of Durk getting an appeal to even get the hell out of jail. So, yeah.
What was very interesting is when he got arrested, he basically wrote a handwritten note to the FBI. So what he claimed is that he said that he was allowed to make a phone call. He said the official phone wasn't there, or it wasn't working. So they said, look, we'll let you make a supervised recorded call on your cell phone, but like, that's what we're gonna have to do. We'll allow you that. So he made a call, and then he told the cops, hey, can I have a bit of paper to write down a phone number? They said, sure, but he didn't write down a phone number. He wrote down a handwritten note which says this exactly. It just said, I know about murders, I don't want to talk on camera, I know a lot. So he gave that handwritten note to an arresting officer. That basically was then, you know, worked its way up the chain to the FBI. And the prosecutors asked him, they said, why didn't you want to be on camera? Obviously, this is going to be a big controversial thing when it comes.
And by the way, I didn't get a chance to mention, bro, they took 30 interviews of this man. 30 interviews. And only uno, dos, tres was only accounted. It was only recorded, bro, which made no sense.
Brian Steele, obviously, he was absolutely clapping back. I believe it was yesterday, talking about why weren't all of these interviews recorded? You spoke to Jam 30, 40 times. You barely recorded any of those interviews. Well, this is kind of a slap in the face to Brian Steele, because Jam said specifically, I don't want to be on no camera. And they said, why didn't you want to be on no camera? Now, this is crazy, all right? He said, well, I didn't want to be on camera because a lot of people have been getting exposed on their body cams doing embarrassing shit. You know, they be getting exposed on social media for telling on the body cam, snitching, crying, which is obviously a reference to a very infamous Chicago video where, you know, one of the shorties from over there was kind of apparently caught on a case and he was bawling out, crying to the cops. And there's been a lot of rumors about whether that case was connected to the Jam case, whether that kid that was crying in the body cam footage might have had a dirty gun that Jam had used in a different murder. So Jam made direct reference to that. As I would have said in my previous video, Jam made it clear. He said, look, he was...
Hey, and I'm not gonna lie to you, when Jam was on the stand today, Jam had the whole courtroom kind of laughing. Like, the prosecution team that was up front, they're not actually like, they're part of the prosecution team, but they're not taking the stand. But basically, I guess they're just the investigators. They were like sitting up front. And every single time Jam would say something, it's like they were immediately laughing, which was, I guess, funny to them. But there was some that he said that was funny, and I started smiling. I started like kind of chuckling, and then Lil Durk looked at me, and I was like, "Oh damn, I can't laugh right now." Cause Schmirk just looked at me, but yeah, that's
Durk for putting him in that situation. Even though Durk did a lot for him, he basically said he's still mad at him. He put me in a situation with Goofies. He didn't trust Bonnie. He didn't know why he'd been put in that situation with him, and basically that's why he decided to make that decision and speak to the FBI. Who knows what sort of time he's going to get? I mean, allegedly, not even allegedly, he has admitted to 3 murders, and allegedly there's more. So he definitely getting some serious years. I can't imagine them just letting him go. But they made it very clear he's not been offered a deal. They've not promised him no time. He's not getting out of everything. He basically is leaving it in God's hands and cooperating. And he didn't say I cooperated to get out of time. He said I felt bad about this. It was weighing on my heart.
Bro, when Durk figured out Jam was snitching, bro. That nigga went crazy in the text message. He said like basically along the lines of that nigga Jam snitching blood, like whoop whoop whoop, like basically watch everybody. He said like watch everybody. Anybody can be out here snitching. So he ain't trust nobody. I believe he said that to Didi because I feel like he trusts Didi a lot because he's on the same case. And one person I feel bad for was Lindsay, I believe his name is, because bro don't know anybody in the courtroom. He doesn't know OTF Jam. He doesn't know Lil Durk. He doesn't know Didi. So it's just like he's in this shit alone. So I feel really bad. I don't even know why he was even one of the shooters, which is crazy. Me personally, if I don't know y'all for real and I gotta take this case alone, bro, I'm not fucking with you, bro. Like, hell no. I mean, maybe if it is Lil Durk, I might do the murder for hire, but we don't know that.
He's an innocent man. So a lot of the Durk fans have been saying there's no evidence, no one was ever paid, there's nothing, but it turns out apparently Durk might have actually finessed all of the hitmen, allegedly, out of any money. So we heard yesterday that there was a conversation in a studio where Durk basically said to a bunch of alleged OTF members, like, look, anybody that kills Quando or Lil Tim, you're going to be straight.
Let me go ahead and sum up what he about to say. OTF Jam testified that Lil Durk met with him in the studio, basically stating whoever kills Quando Rondo gets a bag. They ain't got to worry about shit. They family ain't got to worry about shit. They ain't got to worry about shit is what he said. Allegedly. And the reason why I fuck with Brian Steele, because Brian Steele got up there and you know what he said? He clapped back and he said, so you said Lil Durk said that, right? Jam said yes. He said, Brian Steele said, well, do you have any of that recorded? Jam, no. Brian Steele, oh, so we're just going off your word. Jam, I guess so, you could say so. Brian Steele. Like, Brian Steele was just cooking, bro. And that's why I say, everybody was like, don't get me wrong, Drew Fiddleman's good, bro. But nobody gave Brian Steele enough credit when I was telling it. It's like, bro, Brian got this, bro. He got this. You got this.
Yeah, we talking like half a
You got Diddy off the freaking case, bro.
Said, hey, you're gonna be straight. You ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. So basically, apparently, all these hitters that got involved in this hit went and did their thing. It sounds like nobody ever got paid. OTF Jam said he never got paid anything by Durk, even though he was definitely expecting something.
Which is weird that he said that because he texted other people like Didi. I guess he said he texted, and Didi ended up saying he got bread from the. As
far as the murder, he says he was never paid anything. But what is interesting is that he said, all right, because Brian Steele was licking his lips thinking, oh, he didn't get paid, this is going to be lit. But then the feds basically said, but you were expecting something, right?
Durk is not cooking. You gotta listen back to what he just said, bro. Like, you gotta really, really lock in on what he just said a little bit back. Because once again, Durk can get the whole case tossed out because they said in the courtroom, if you have a credible witness that the prosecution team brought up, not the defense team, but this is the prosecution who brought this witness in, not because if it was up to the defense team, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have brought him up. So due to the fact of the prosecution bringing him up, and he swears under the oath, and you lie, automatically perjury, the case could possibly get flipped. Even his dad just said some shit just recently, like it's going a good direction due to the fact of what he just did. Like, you just told a lie under oath. Now, if Bonnie takes the stand, which when he does take the stand, because okay, there is Bonnie, it's Boogie, and it's OTF Jam, which I don't understand Why? I mean, I get that he did it because he wanted to be a real nigga, but I don't understand why Lindsay didn't take the stand, bro. Lindsay's just. Let me show y'all the shooters in here, bro. Like, I kid you not. Like, I don't even know how they picked up Lindsay. I don't even know his last. I think it's like Lindsay Smith, if I'm not mistaken. I saw that. My fault, y'all. Somebody was calling me. You're already at 15K. What? Oh. Damn, yeah, nah, that's insane. Hey, we going up. The video already just hit the 15K within 30 minutes.
Bluetooth bearing. Bluetooth connected.
My fault, y'all. I'm networking right now, man. It's been good showing up to the trial, networking with a lot of people, bro. Let me get back to what I was saying. So look, I know my Wi-Fi is a little bit of, slow. Y'all forgive me. And I might start streaming to YouTube, honestly. Like, when y'all see me out there tomorrow and shit, I might be just streaming to YouTube because I don't know. So this is two of them that hopped out. So let me tell you before Trap Lord even tells you. This is Lindsay, right here. As y'all see, this is Lindsay, which he doesn't like. He's in court. I kid you not, yo. We in court today, right? I kid you not. I'm like the first person in court. Lindsay. No, let me go back. Durk and Didi, they both talking to each other. Didi's on behind him and Durk is like in front of him. He's talking to him, whoop, whoop, whoop. When he gets to Lindsay, I kid you not, that man was crying. Like, he was literally bald, like wiping his eyes, trying to hurry up before his lawyer come back or his attorney come back. He's wiping his eyes like. Now, I want to see what he got to say because everybody done heard of everything. Yeah, it's wild. But for the people that's in here, you know who might be cooked? OTF Duty Low, man. I hope he's not cooked. Did I see Yee today? Yeah, I kid you not, bro. I was literally sleeping in court, bro. I had my head down with my like shit like this, sleeping in court. I felt my homie tap me. He tapping me. He like, look up. I look up. I kid you not. Yeezy's like 5 feet away from me. But one thing about Kanye is what I'm gonna say for real is he doesn't like to like, bro. He got security with him. He doesn't like to talk. He just stares at you like it's like he don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. He just has a weird vibe. I can't fuck with. Like, you know who else has that vibe? Honcho. If you ever see this, bro, you're a weirdo, bro. Like, I don't fuck with you. You're weird. Cause I see you you feel me? I tried chopping it up with you. You were on some like, you feel me? So it's fuck you. Although your music fucking sucks. I don't know who listens to fucking Honcho. Like, let's be for real. And shit, if he see this, man. If you don't, fuck him. Like I said, bro, it is what it is. Yeah, bro. But back to what I was saying. Shit. I don't normally stream on here, so I should have went to Kick or Twitch because I feel like I would have had a little bit more chatters in there. But fuck it, we using YouTube now. I was just networking with shit, and I'm speaking to Trap. I'm speaking to Seti Nash. I'm not sure if y'all know who Seti Nash is. I'm pretty sure y'all should know who Seti Nash is, bro. Actually, let me not use this browser. Let me use this one. If you don't know who Seti Nash is, that's my guy right there. I kid you not. Seti Nash is the realest nigga I ever met. Like, and he's really like that in real life. I didn't think he was like that in real life. Somebody was fucking with him. He's like, yo, like, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. You keep playing like in front of the courtroom. I'm like, bro, you gotta chill out. He's like, nah, he tripping. I'm like, damn. I fuck with Seti Nash though, cause you feel me? He a real one. But yeah, he got his dreads, don't worry. Oh, he does have his dreads. What the fuck am I talking about? His dreads is long as shit.
Wait, if you were held...
But, yeah, he seemed upset today too, like, that shit, but let's go back to Trap.
That he says he was never paid anything. But what is interesting is that he said, alright, because Brian Steele was licking his lips thinking, oh, he didn't get paid, this is going to be lit. But then the feds basically said, but you were expecting something, right? Because that conversation in the studio, people talking about meal tickets and Dirk saying you ain't going to have to worry about nothing. He was like, yeah. And then they said, Jam basically said, look, I was never a rapper, I never dropped a verse in my life. And then within a few months of the murder, I was recording my first song, The Federal Freestyle. I got paid $10K for that.
Yeah, bro, I did not hear The Federal Freestyle. Did y'all know he had a song called The Federal Freestyle? I never knew that. Like, let's go look that up, because I was looking for it earlier, bro. I cannot find it. Nah, hell nah. I kid you not, bro. I swear to God, in the courtroom, it's either he's not stressing or he has a mad fucking poker face if he is stressing, because he's in the courtroom, he's laughing, he's smiling. One thing I want to bring up that nobody brought up yet, or he hasn't brought up yet, is the I believe it was Brian Still. Brian Still had sat there and said, so you're telling me that you didn't know, and I'm gonna go word for word for what they said. He said, so you're telling me, and by the way, my fault for keep cutting it off. He had the whole court like kind of laughing at this point, but he sat there because the way how Jam talks, bro, is just like he don't give a fuck. Like he's showing the court, he does not give a fuck. But anyway, the Brian Still had sat there and said, so you're telling me you were with your baby mama and you left your baby mama right then and there.